Welcome to Bastad, Sweden for round number 3 of the UIM MotoSurf World Championship. We're in South Sweden on the beautiful beach. We're starting the day off with the Masters class. The Masters are a little bit older, they're 40 plus. So I think it's fitting we start them first because we know that as you get older, you wake up earlier. So these guys have already probably been up since 6 o'clock. They made breakfast, they serviced the boards, and now they're ready to go, get the day started. For Group A, we have 2 groups in the Masters. We have, in Group A, we have Down Kim, we have Yuri Stovacek, we have Ivan Matusik, we have Roman Kazan, Michael Uloville, Berg, and Camille Schneider. So far today, the wind is down, so that's good. The water is about as smooth as you're going to get it out here. This is the 4th heat for their qualifying, so all the points they basically get 1 heat to drop. So their worst heat, they get to get rid of that. And all the others count towards their points as far as their starting position in the final. So you want to have good heat races and good score going into the final, so that way you can be this guy right here with the number 1 shorts on. He's going to be towards the front of the formation. He's also going to be to the inside of the turn, so that's obviously the starting position that you want. You don't want to be that guy in the background there. He's on the 2nd row. He definitely doesn't have a chance to get the start. Oh, there you go. They're circling around because you have to be in a certain formation. Everybody has to be a little bit closer than that. There you go. He's signaling that the waves must have made it difficult for everybody to just stay lined up. There you see just our course marshal. Those are the guys that are out there making sure everybody does what they're supposed to do. They're in the correct formation. And just making sure people don't miss buoys, etc. So I was told yesterday by Anthony Squire that riding around like this is actually a little bit more taxing on the body than racing. Once you get to race speed and your board kind of planes out, you can stand on both feet, whereas here you're kind of back foot weighted mainly, so that way you keep the nose of the board out. So it is a little more fatiguing, and the more that you ride around like this, the more your legs are going to get tired before you actually even get into the race. So I'm sure somebody's out there irritated with the rest of the riders for not being in the correct formation right off of the bat. They're like, my feet are getting tired, let's go. But let's see if we can get them all lined up here and going for Moto 1 of the day. You saw our drone there for a little bit in that camera shot, getting us to, here it is, here's the shot from our drone, look at that. Drones have come a long way, huh? Look how clear this shot is, just hovering the water. It's pretty cool. You wouldn't have done this 10 years ago. So let's see, they look like they are in a good formation. There you go, and the green flag is up, and they're off for Heat 4 of the Masters. You can see Down Kim like pumping his board there. I don't know if he's getting just trying to absorb those waves or if he's trying to get a little extra push. But as they come into the switch, Down Kim already has himself a fairly nice little lead for being like 10 seconds into the race. Going through the split, Down Kim, no problem. Everybody's getting through there. I did see a couple little bobbles, so that's obviously going to give Down a bit more of a lead coming out of there. You can see they're almost making like little berms in the corners here. I have been told that whitewash is too airy and you actually can't get a good drive from your board on it. So they're basically staying. You can tell by their shorts. So the number on their shorts, oh no, 2 is out. He's riding by here. board issue. That is Yuri Stovacek. Oh, Down has a gigantic lead now. He's just chilling out front. Look at this, he's still warming up. This is his warm-up moto, getting his legs ready for his next race, which I believe is the stock class. In second here, we have number 4, Roman Kazan. Lap there. We got somebody out taking their long lap. That is Jeno Vankersplick from Belgium. He decided to get his long lap out of the way, at least one of them right off of the bat. All right, we're going in. There's number 3. Now we're back on Down Kim. Like I said, look at him. Okay, we got this race. Let's just secure the heat win. Pumping the fist already. Is he balancing or is he just pumped? I think that's his balance technique. But it looks like he's excited. I would be too if I had 3 seconds on number 4, Roman Kazan. This section here, the switch section, is very tight right here in front of us. Not a problem for Down Kim. Here you go. We got Roman on screen with his sick Mercedes-Benz board. A little bit jealous of that. And here we have number 3, Ivan Matusek. He's running in the number 3 spot, I believe. Oh no, we got somebody down in the water here. Everybody is avoiding them. You do get to pass a buoy. You can put your hand up and then let off of the gas and pass a buoy if there is somebody down and it's necessary. So there goes Down, still with his hand in the air. Oh, that's because he's signaling. He's going for the long lap. So you can see the normal course behind him, and now is basically an extra loop at the end of your lap that you have to go out and complete 2 of. He's coming back into the normal course. That's where those 2 buoys were. Number 4, Roman Kazan, followed him out in the long lap. And you'll get that a lot of times if you have somebody in first and then somebody in second trying to keep pace with them. A lot of times they will follow them through the long lap, and I guess that's just so you can keep touch and track of where you are versus them. So here we got 4, Roman, and number 5, Michael Ular on screen. They are going at it for 3rd and 4th. Here we go, we're back on Down Kim. He's one of the Rocket Racing riders. Very smooth. This is basically what you're going to see from Down all day. It's just perfect corners, getting himself real close to the buoys, relaxed riding. Look at this. He still does have another long lap to take. He's definitely not pushing the pace here. He's saving his legs, I would assume, for his next race. Oh, he's taking his long lap again. So Down's doing his 2nd long lap. Your running order as of right now, you have Down Kim, Roman Kazan, Michael Ular, Ivan Matusek, Roman Krachtovcheville, Jeno Vankersplick, and Henrik Hedberg. Henrik is a Swedish rider, so he does have the home track advantage. Not like this track is necessarily here and he gets to ride it all the time, but he got to maybe sleep in his own bed, at least be someplace that he is familiar with, which goes a long way. And even time zones. I'm 6 hours off, so that definitely, if I was competing, would not be ideal. So it's definitely an advantage. Here we got down Kim once again. It looks like he may come up on some other riders that are going a lap down pretty soon, depending on how many laps we have left. I think it's funny that the orange or like reddish ones are a left turn, and then the yellow ones are right turn. I would think it would be opposite, but I'm not a boater. Oh, somebody's down. I did not see his shorts. Right here in the same spot where he fell before. So hopefully everybody's able to avoid him. There you go. You see down. He went to the right side of the split, which he had been going left. But there is somebody down on the left side. So down made the decision to just avoid that side altogether. Look, he's saving his legs right now. He's straight legged. He's definitely trying to not use his trying to use them as little as necessary right now to save him for his next race. And here we go. We got Jano Vankersplik coming through, followed by Ivan Matusek and Roman Krachtovchevil. Krachtovchevil. That's what I think it says. Okay, here you go. Finishing positions. Down Kim, Roman Kazan, Michael Ular, Ivan Matusek, Roman Krachtovchevil, Henrik Hedberg, Jano Vankersplik. So we've got Korea, Czech Republic, Czech Republic, Czech Republic, Austria, Sweden, Belgium. Even in the Masters, we have a very broad array of riders. Here you go. We're looking at the bay or the inlet where all the boats are parked. There's a bunch of shops down there you're looking at. You can get gelato, you can get coffee, tacos, seafood. And a little bit past that, down the beach a little more, there is actually a spa at the end of a dock. So I need to get down there and get myself a Swedish massage before I leave here, a real one, not a place that just says Swedish massage. So right there, oh, I was getting my gelato to the right there and my coffee. They have great cappuccino. If you want coffee, I mean, I wouldn't just come here for coffee, but it's a good side. It's a good thing that's included with being here. It's delicious coffee everywhere. Everybody's in here parked. They didn't get out of their boats yet to come and enjoy MotoSurf, but I'm sure they were probably out late down here enjoying the restaurants and the nightlife, and they're waiting for the sun to come out more and it get hotter in their hotel room, so they need to leave. So right now we have Group B of the Masters. These guys are like, let's get the race going. I've been up for hours already making coffee. I stretched. I hope they stretched. I stretched this morning, otherwise that would have been tight. And I didn't even ride one of these MotoSurf boards yesterday, so that would just be my suggestion to anybody out there. Make sure you stretch. Oh, we got somebody down in the water on their warm-up. It's definitely choppy right there in the switch. I don't know if we had a boat go by or what exactly is going on, why the water got so choppy, because the wind still seems to be down. So you can see the water rolling in a little bit, so I guess the wind is maybe going that way, but I don't feel any wind. And it's still pretty small chop. On Tuesday, we started to get some rolling waves, and that was a little bit more of a hindrance. It was like a water whoop section they were riding, which I would imagine would be frustrating at best. So there you go. They're down to the right. You see at the end of that pier, that's the spa that I need to make it to. And right before that's the restaurant we keep eating at. So yeah, nice little restaurant right on the beach. You can sit there and have a beer, look at the water. There's a bunch of people just, doing regular beach things right out in front. On screen, number 4 shorts, we have Anthony Mastroni from Canada. My fellow North Americaner right there. We're like, does the rest of the world see Canada and the U.S. are just like, they're the same thing? We're very close. It is very similar. Most Americans, I think if you said that to them, they would not be happy with it. But I'm just going to be real here. It's very similar. I have been to Canada. So let's see if they can get their starting formation going here. Number 1 shorts, we have Zdeněk Kostelecki. In the number 2 shorts, we have Arkadiusz Janora from Poland. Our first rider was from Czech, second rider Poland. Then we have Sedat Osman from Turkey. We have Anthony Mastroni from Canada. We have Martin Trevers from the Czech Republic. We have Sebastian Lux from Germany. Radek Luchka from the Czech Republic, and Murat Jorgenseler from Turkey. So we have two Turkish riders in the Masters here. I was reading my sheet. I'm assuming their formation was not good enough to start since the race has not started yet. They are, look at the rolls they're getting out there. It's definitely getting choppy out there today. Hopefully the weather holds off. I do know it was supposed to be a little bit more turbulent today, the weather. So hopefully it doesn't get too bad. And they're not, in that water whoop section we were talking about before. They're going real far out. I feel like Zdeněk Kostelecki is like trying to tire everybody else out. I think he believes he's very confident in his physical fitness, and he's like, I'm just going to wear these dudes out, going like half mile out into the water, getting their feet tired. There you go. You see him inside, hand up. Everybody follow me. And again, you don't want to be on that second row. So that's why the heat races are so important. You're going to take your combined best. There's 4 heat races. You're going to take your combined 3 best. So you get to throw 1 heat race away. Then your combined points from the other 3 go towards your starting position for the main event. And they are off. So you want to be this guy right here, Mr. Kostelecki, with the number 1 shorts all the way to the inside in front of the formation. Because as you can see, it's very hard to make up extra time. Although I say that, Anthony Mastroni is making a charge right off of the bat. He went from 4th, got around 3rd place rider, and now he's challenging for 2nd, it looks like. Let's see when they come out of the split here. Oh, and all right, we got one more. Look at these 2, Anthony and Sedat coming out. No, that's not who that was. That was Arkadiusz. Coming out neck and neck here. How did Kostelecki get that much of a lead already? They're like quarter of a lap in. Very impressive. They are getting a little bit spread out. There's my North American friend, Anthony Mastroni. He is in 3rd. And we have, like I said, Zdeněk Kostelecki, Arkadiusz Janora, Anthony Mastroni, Martin Trevers, Sebastian Lux, and Sedat Osman, Radek Luchka. That one's difficult. It's got the thing above the C, which I think means it makes a different sound. and Murat in this heat race right here. The boys seem to be picking up the pace. They got their blood going. Us old guys, it takes a little bit longer to warm up, you know what I mean? Like, they needed this race this morning just to get warmed up for the final later. Except for Down Kim, because he's riding like 4 races today. So I think he's fine. There you go. We got number 5 on screen, Martin Trevors. Back to our leader with the number 1 shorts on, Zdenek Kostalecki. Now, Zdenek actually has his 2 sons racing here as well. So this is a great sport for the whole family. Father and his 2 sons are out here just shredding. And you will see they are actually all shredding. They're all very fast. Dad must be a good teacher. Zdenek took his first long lap already. Followed by, we got Anthony Mastroni out there taking his long lap as well. And he is behind Arkadiusz from Poland. So our top 3 taking their long lap fairly quickly. This class does have a little bit fewer contestants, so I don't know that it's necessarily as important when you take your long lap, because I know a lot of times they're taking long laps to try to avoid getting hung up behind lappers or just in traffic. So with there being less people, it's kind of not really as much strategically played for getting around other guys. So it's just making sure you put them in. I'm sure if they were battling, although Zdenek does not have any pressure, if you were battling, that long lap may come into play. But right now, everybody's pretty steady where they're at. On screen, we have Sebastian Lux from Germany. We don't anymore, but we did. He is in 5th place. Right now we're back on Zdenek. He is catching up to some lappers there. Did he go down? No. So he is running into a little bit of traffic. We're going to see what he does here with his long lap to get around him. It is a little bit harder to pass. You're either in this. Here's Anthony Mastroni. Looks like he's going for his 2nd long lap. Yes, he is. So he's getting those out of the way. Now let's see Zdenek, if he decides to take it now to make his way around that lapper, or it looks like he's staying on the course. I can't see where he is. Oh, there he is. All right, we're going to find out soon if he decides to go for his long lap. And a couple of buoys here. They're coming back together. Yep, he's put his hand up. I think he's going to take his long lap. There he goes. Which is interesting because the lapper went long lap as well. So I guess he must be, maybe had an issue first, the beginning of the moto, because he's really not holding him up any. Unless Zdenek is just chilling and he's not even trying to really put in hot laps here. Well, I do know he won some heats already, so like he's already going in with his throwaway race. He's already going in there with a good score. And you might as well save the feet and the calves. He's going to be running around chasing his 2 sons later, making sure they make their motos. So need to save a little bit of energy there. Ex-motocross racer wearing the Alpine Stars. I like it. I'm a fan. Anthony Mastroni. Canadian. North American. North Mexican. Can we say that? No, probably not. People will be mad about that. North Mexico is Canada. That's, as an American, I say that. Here we go. We've got Zdenek. So on our list, we have... That is correct. I'm fairly confident that Mr. Kostelecki is winning. Here we go. Now we got a little battle between Anthony Mastroni and Arcadius Yonora. So Anthony must have made the pass, or he's so the people behind. So and there's too many people out here to watch. We're going by our scoreboard. On screen, we got number 5. And number 3, Sadat Osman, coming through the finish line. Benek Kostelecki, Martin Trevers, Arcadius Yonora, Radak Luchkia, Anthony Mastroni. Thank you for having a name that was easy to pronounce, Anthony. It's just North American easy. That's what we call it. I'm not cultured enough for the rest of these Czech names. Here we got number 6, Sebastian. We have Arcadius Yonora and number 6. So there you go. Czech, Canada, Germany, Poland, Turkey, Czech, Turkey. 18-second lead for Zdenek. Like I said, he was just relaxing. Get maximum points going into the final. He's definitely. So we still have so that was Group B. So curious going into the finals if Down Kim or Zdenek Kostelecki will have the number 1 spot, because I think both of them basically won at least 3 heats, so they're going to be going in with perfect scores. So yeah, do not know how they break that down and decide who gets the number 1. Maybe they just draw pins or something. Like, we get it, you got all those points, but you're going to have to just luck of the draw here. So we got some spectators and some here watching the races, waiting. But at least right now you can see the flags. Wind, not an issue. Where we're getting the chop in the water from, I have no idea. I would have said it would be wind, but apparently not. So thank you guys if you're watching right now. Thanks for joining us on the MotoSurf World Championships from Bastad, Sweden. It's basically, they call it the Swedish Riviera, I've been told. Which, I mean, that sounds super fancy. Bastad, Sweden is known for tennis. They actually host a stop of the ATP World Tour. It's called the Swedish Open. So if you've watched the Swedish Open on TV, that was right here across the street, literally across the street from the venue. So, yeah, they say that they get 20,000 spectators in town for their tennis tournaments. They also boast having the biggest tennis complex. They have the most courts out of any other place in Sweden, right here in Bastad. So ironically, I've not seen that many people playing tennis. But during the tournament, there's lots of tennis playing. Look at this guy. He's like, listen, we need to get the races going. I agree with you, dude. Let's go. Where is the juniors? This is the kids. Here's the issue. Kostelecki's got to run back there and then get his kid ready to go back out for another race. So that's what the holdup is. Dad Kostelecki's got to get back there, tune the board. Maybe they're riding the same board. I don't think so. Masters is able to run modified boards. Masters is an open class, it's just strictly by age, so you can run modified boards. I can tell you this, none of those boards out there sounded like they do in the elite class. The elite class sounds like they got some serious HPs in those. That's horsepower, baby. They crank them up. I'm told they have 16 horsepower normal, and then the elite class, some of those guys have 20, which is, I'm not the best at math, like a 25%, 20% gain in horsepower. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. So they're definitely, you know, cranking the power up, the tolerances. You do lose a little bit of longevity and engine life once you really try to maximize horsepower output. Things get hotter, there's more compression, tolerances are tighter. So I think that's, I guess, your toss up, right? Do you want all the extra horsepower, or do you want to not DNF any races all year? I think you want both. Obviously, that would be the answer, but not always possible. Here we got, for the juniors coming out, number 5, Ryder Swangawan from the United States takes a digger. Not how you want to, not how you want your first 30 seconds on the water to go. But there we go. Back up and at it. Number 1 there behind Ryder is Adam Kohler. He obviously had the fastest qualifying practice time and got the number 1 shorts right in front of me here. Number 2, there you go. Dad made it back and got him ready to go. This is Sebastian Kostelecki. That's right, son of Zdenek Kostelecki that just won the last moto, so they're back-to-back motos. And I think that was it. Dad needed to go back and catch his breath, and then he needed to set old Sebastian up with his board. Right now we're watching Adam Kohler. Adam is from the Czech Republic. Sebastian Kostelecki also from the Czech Republic. Kristina Herbakova, Czech Republic. We have not seen her yet. She's wearing the number 3 shorts. Then we have Sarah Zabrova from Slovakia. Ryder Swangawan from the United States. Barbara Kolarova from the Czech Republic. And Maximilian Herska, also from the Czech Republic. Right now on screen we got Sebastian Kostelecki. Who do you think during the week when they ride, who's the fastest, him or Dad? And there's another older son, Kostelecki, so, or no, they're both in this. No, the other one's definitely in stock class or something. So here we got the youngest Kostelecki in this race right here. I'm saying, here's what happens. Let me explain something to you guys. If you have a family and they participate in a sport and you have 2 kids, the is going to end up being like the prodigy, or just the best one out of the family, solely because the youngest kid is trying to emulate everything that the older brother or sister is doing, you know, like 2 or 3 years behind them. So that always translates into the younger sibling being like better than the older ones once they get older, just because they're just fighting. Not only are they fighting for their life in the house, they're fighting for their pride on the track or the field or whatever it is. So that's, I would say, all the freestyle motocross brothers I know, that's basically how it went. The younger one was like way better. Sorry for everybody to break that to you if you're an older brother or sister. I am a younger brother, but my sister never rode dirt bikes, so I cannot contribute anything to that. So we got our line up here. Let's see how they, looks tight to me. I'm also not an official, but I will give them the green flag. If it's up to me, I'm giving them, the green flag is up. I can see it out on the water. And they got waved off. See, this is why I'm not an official. I would have just let him go. The live announcer says there was a huge gap. I didn't see it. Maybe I'm biased. Look at that chop they're going through there. The official's going out, making sure. Oh, somebody's catching some air. I'm gonna just respectfully disagree with Anthony Squire that said that you can't do 360s on this board. Somebody's gonna do it. I don't know who. Maybe one of these kids right here. Get tired of this. Tired of dad beating me. I'm gonna start doing freestyle. It's gonna be just like motocross. They're like, oh, we're so upset with freestyle until it becomes cool. I say 3 years we got freestyle class with the MotoSurf World Championships. 3 to 5 years. All right, we got a tight formation here. Let's see how it goes. Number 4 there creeping up. See, it depends on what camera angle they show you. Number 3 is definitely getting excited. That is Kristina Herbkova. Listen, I'm not mad at her. She's just trying to get a good start. She's like, if I edge forward a tiny bit, I can get in front of Kristina. No, sorry, that's Sebastian Kostalecki. But she is the first female. So we do have boys and girls out here, juniors, racing together. They're on the track together. They're going to show you the finish positions that way, but they're still in separate classes. So whoever the first finishing girl in the classes is obviously the winner of the girls' class. So they are just running them together, which I don't think is a bad idea, just because, one, probably not enough people to run multiple heats, and this way you're giving them the time on the track. You're still giving them the 4 warm-up races so everybody has enough time. And, you know, I think it's always better riding with the best people available, period. So whether that's boys or girls, you know, it's still going to be helpful for everybody as far as progression. And that's what we want. So young sport, there we go, they're off. They're given the green flag. But it is a young sport, right? So you just want it to keep progressing and getting better and better. Number 4, Sarah Zabrova. Her starting technique, no, she got overtaken. She did not, she was ahead of her. She was ahead of, sorry, that was Sarah Zabrova and Christine Herbkova. She was in front of Christine, but she didn't like cut in to the corner there. We got somebody down, and that is Christina Herbkova is down in the water. Right now we got 1 and 2 really close. They're both Czech riders, Adam Kohler, Sebastian Kostalecki. They got the same jerseys. They're teammates. They probably ride together all the time, or at least fairly regularly. And so it should be a good race here between these two. Basically, when people ride together, you learn each other's. Not only do you have a similar pace, just because you understand that and that's what you practice at, but you know the other person's tendencies and weaknesses, and you know how they ride, so you're more comfortable getting closer a lot of times, just because you know are pretty sure they're not going to do anything crazy. Or if you're a teammate and they do crazy stuff, you're going to keep your. Either way, oh no, and number 1, Adam Kohler is down. Sebastian Kostalecki saw it, he looked over there, he saw him go, he's still looking at him. He's like, hey buddy, get up. And right there in second now, we have number 4, Sarah Zubarova. She smells blood in the water. And she's going to make a charge for it, I feel like. Water's still staying pretty chill. A little bit of bumps, but these guys and gals are handling it no problem. I love that Sebastian here is pretty small, and he's just like, it doesn't matter. He's just shredding. Got perfect control of that board. Look at number 4 here, Sarah Zabrova. She's got her jersey matches her board. The whole kit is matching. You could tell that's a girl. Most of the boys are not worried about matching. I know I wasn't. I would have had all different kinds of weird colors on there. Finishing another lap, we have Sebastian Kostelecki, followed by Kristina Herbakova. Why does our scoreboard say different? Maybe somebody took a long lap. There you go. Zoom back in on number 1, just finishing up the split. He's got 2 more buoys here. I like it when they do that, the little get out of my face buoy with their hand. I did see somebody just lean over, just got popped straight in the helmet with the buoy, and I'm like, I don't know that that's necessarily conducive to a good lap time. I feel like then you get water on your goggles, you can't see anything. See me just chest bumped it there. Let's see, no long laps for number 2, Sebastian, at the moment. He decided to take the right side of the split just because he had a rider in front of him. Whoa, a little bit wide there on that. Had to swoop back to get that buoy. See, got a hop, a little bit of hop. I'm told that the back side turns are not as tight as your front side turns. So that would be the case for why a lot of riders, goofy riders here and there, a lot of them are choosing the left side. So I would assume that the turns favor a goofy footed rider. Number 1, Adam Kohler is right in front of me, and he is shredding. I'm pretty bummed that he went down. Let's see how much time he can make up. There he is, got a little wide on that one, but let's see how much time he can make up if he can get himself back up in that top 3. He's definitely putting in some good laps. Here we went back to number 2 on the shorts, our race leader, Sebastian Kostelecki. You just saw his dad in the last race. That's why we had to wait. Dad had to make it back, catch his breath, and then set Junior up here for his moto. And they're going both 1-1. What a great family day, winning. Oh, there you go. We got the 2 teammates following each other here. Oh, no. And I believe that was number 1, Adam Kohler, just put it in the water. Having a little bit of a rough moto. Here you go. Last lap finishing. Oh, and doing a little freestyle for us, Sebastian Kostelecki. Can we have, I heard you're penalized if you jump through the finish line, but afterwards, man, you can get crazy. So here we go. Let's see our finish positions right now. Sebastian Kostelecki, Sarah Zerberova, Ryder Swangawan. Let's see, they're redoing it. Yes, Ryder Swangawan, Barbara Kolovara, Adam Kohler, Kristina Herbakova. So that crash really hurt Adam. He was not able to make up that much time just because of the second fall. I'm curious where he was at prior to that fall, how much ground he made up. So next up we have Juniors Group B. First, let's look at this one. We got Sebastian Kostelecki from the Czech Republic. We have Sarah Zerberova from Slovakia. We have Ryder Swangawan from the US of A. We have Barbara Kolarova from the Czech Republic, Adam Kolar, also from the Czech Republic, Kristina Herbkova from the Czech Republic, and you guessed it, Czech Republic's Maximilian Herska. So you actually have Sebastian winning the boys junior class and Sarah winning the girls junior class. There you go. Check it out, the harbor right there. Somebody's zipping along on their electric scooter. Can't we just have human-powered stuff anymore? You know, like just swing your foot next to that thing. Everything's gone electric. Bicycles, you don't got to pedal bicycles. We do even have an electric challenge class for the MotoSurf World Championships. That's right, everything's electric. I think the electric board should have like neon lights on them and stuff. You might as well. Is there a place to plug in your phone? Can I charge my phone? I want to be able to... Little speakers. I mean, let's just go all the way. If it's electric, I want speakers on there. I'm going to be jamming tunes while I'm racing. Confusing the other competitors. They're like, where's the sound coming from? It just keeps getting closer. There we go. Coming back out. Let's see, in this race, we got Lucas Schneider from the Czech Republic. Laura Markova, also from the Czech Republic. Now that is obviously in the girls class. Rosalia Janora from Poland. Mikolas Kostalecki. There you go. Okay, so I was wrong. They're both all in the junior. Oh, yeah, that's right. So here's the Kostalecki that's going to end up being a monster. Number 4. Wait until we get him on screen. He's tiny, dude. I've been pumped on him. Look at, oh, you just had him in the corner screen. Here we got number 2, Laura Markova on screen from the Rocket Racing team. There we go. There he is. Look at this dude. John Deere board. He's got to be like 3 feet tall. He doesn't even know that that's small. He's like, look, shredding the nard, doing his, dude, here you go. Here's your freestyle guy. I think maybe more than 3 years because he's probably like 9 years old or something. But, dude, start him young. Everybody else were worried about the old guys out here getting tired before their moto, and he's out here just trying to find waves to shred. I'm also, being American, I'm super pumped on the John Deere board. I'm like, I want to know the background. Does he have a John Deere tractor at home, or what's going on here? Look, hey, try a 360. Mikolas, do a 360 so we can prove Anthony wrong. I think he does need a little more size for that, yeah. But then again, you know, what do I know? Look at, I love the fact we're just watching him out here, just messing around the whole time. Super fun sport. You can see, you can jump him around, you can do whatever, you know. You can race him. That's going to be the Kostalecki prodigy right there. Like I said, he's chasing his older brother, Sebastian. He's like, whatever Sebastian does, I want to do. And there you go. So number 2, we're watching Laura Markova. She's adjusting her bindings, it looks like. Trying to make sure her feet are locked in there. We're going to get everybody. That's number 1, Lucas Schneider. So he's going to be your pole position on the starting grid. I don't know that they call it pole position, but we are now. I am. Could get in trouble for that later, but I think it's fine. He's your number 1 qualifier, the pole position. Everybody's going to get in formation behind him. And that's the spot you want. That's what all these heat races are for, right? You're going to take your top 3 heat race finishes, and the points that you score there, combine them. You get rid of your lowest score. There we go. We're getting into formation now. You get rid of your lowest score, so it's your best 3 heat races. All those points go to your starting position in the final. It's looking good. There you go. Green flag down. So remember, number 1 and number 2 really aren't even in the same class. That's boys juniors and girls juniors. but they're going to battle it out anyway. I can tell you, Lucas doesn't want Laura to pass him, whether they're in the same class or not. Lucas is getting himself a nice little lead here right off of the bat. We're in the split section. This is the tight part of the course. You can see that one right there. It's a little, they have to swing it wide sometimes to get back in. How did he get like a second already gap? It's been half a lap, so it's very impressive. I'm going to say he's going to have a easy go of it. There we got the little Mikolas Kostalecki. He doesn't care. He's a foot and a half shorter than Laura Markova, and it doesn't bother him one bit. He doesn't even realize it. Looks like he's trying to make his way up to her and put the pressure on. Our leader is 2 buoys ahead. Just putting in the laps nice and smooth. I'm like, definitely Mikolas has his own board because I've not seen the John Deere board out here any other time. So he's not sharing a board with Dad. But Dad still, he came right off the track, and then the next 2 races he had to get the kids ready. So at least they weren't both in the same heat race, right? Because then he would have had to get 2 kids ready for the same race at the same time, directly from coming off of the track. Finishing lap, no, and he's down. Lucas Schneider is down. Let's see if he can get